Special guest joining us this morning as we have been doing No Shave November, Steve. We've talked a bit about that on social media, on air as well, as folks are following along. And instead of listening to Steve and I talk about it, we decided to bring the expert in, Dr. Rai with Prevea Health. Thank you so much for waking up early with us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
So excited to have you here. We're talking about men's health this month, a very important topic to a lot of individuals out there, as well as you yourself who've dealt with some health issues in the past, right?
I have. I unfortunately didn't do what I was supposed to do and pay attention to my health, and had some complications because of that. Wound up having open heart surgery 3 years ago, get diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Everything's much better now. I look different now. I feel better now, in a good place, but now it's time to get everybody else in that good place.
I think it's one of those things where sometimes as guys, we don't want to listen to the signals that, are trying to say, hey, take care of yourself. You should take care of yourself, but if you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for the ones in your family you love, like your spouse, your kids. It's just so important that you can be a healthy presence for your family.
Yeah, no, most definitely. Men and women, we get so busy in life these days. We get busy raising our kids. We get busy at work. Or, our careers are everything. And we forget that we need to stay healthy to continue to have the success we're having today, to make sure our children have their success. We need to be there for them. I got woken up the hard way. I would hope many men don't have to get waken up that way.
And talking about different warning signs to watch out for, different things, it can kind of vary for different age groups or whatnot, but is there a lot of common symptoms or things of that nature that all men out there should really be on the lookout for and say, okay, yeah, now's the time I should go get that checked out or schedule that annual exam or something like that?
I think across the gamut, whether you're young or old, if your energy's going down, and a lot of us will blame it on, it was a hard day, it was a hard week, I just need a weekend off. But as our energy levels go down, it's important to check in with your primary care physician. Could be a mental health issue, could be a physical health issue. It's important to recognize that. Young men, unfortunately, don't always establish with the primary care physician. In your 20s and 30s, and you're still filling in your pediatrician's name on that form at work. It's time to get a primary care physician that deals with adults. It's time to start paying attention to your body, including your skin. We're coming out of the summer months.
Yeah.
It's very important for young men to pay attention to their skin. Any changes there, a new mole, skin cancer doesn't know age, and it's important to understand that as well.
It's nice to be young like Emerson, but like some of us, we're getting older. Like I just turned 50 this year, and I think for me, compared to Emerson, there's probably some other health things that I should be aware of as I gracefully get older in my 50s.
Yeah, I'm 53, so I totally get it, Steve. But we should probably had this conversation when we were turning 40. Because as we turn 40, it's important for us to really start to pay attention to our health, get that annual physical. At 45, it's really important for us to start thinking about cancer that can hurt us before it actually has any symptoms. It's really important to start looking for cancer before it becomes a big deal. And at 45, your first colonoscopy to look for colon cancer, and then as you turn 50, prostate cancer, getting checkups for that. Or if for an African-American male, sometimes we start looking earlier. So it's really important to have this guided by a primary care physician and to start paying attention to your health as early as you, Emerson, and definitely playing catch up for you and me, Steve.
All right.
I'm curious, with all the folks that you deal with on a regular basis, why is it that men struggle to kind of make those annual checkups? And we say, as you mentioned, we come up with different excuses or we just say we forgot about it, but as you have those conversations with folks, kind of what do you hear dealing with them every day?
I'll give you my own perspective.
Yeah, please.
I had the busy aspect, and I ignored things I should not have ignored. I had the excuse of a global pandemic and being here every morning and not paying attention to my health. That wasn't a good excuse. Sometimes we're scared about what it's going to be. And a lot of times we think it's hard. It's hard to get an appointment. It's hard to get in, and it's not. Now you can just go on your phone and make an appointment with your primary care doctor. The excuse level needs to go down. And understand that a quick visit with your doctor, some basic laboratory tests can find something before it becomes a really big issue and allows you to continue to be there, allows you to continue to be busy.
So obviously, to put a bow on this, this is a majorly important thing, guys taking care of ourselves. And so that's all part of the No Shave November initiative. Emerson and I are growing beards to kind of bring that to the forefront. Yours is more of a year-long thing, but I imagine it warms your heart to see all that support for such an important thing.
It does. All too often, men do ignore their health. They ignore a lot of things. They're so focused on work. They're so focused on taking care of their family. This month, it's time to hit the pause button and to make sure we focus on ourselves too.
Dr. Ashok Rai joining us live from Purveya Health this morning. We really appreciate you taking the time and helping spread the good word for this cause, and wishing you all the best. Great to see you doing healthy once again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everybody. Go Pack Go, cheer them on. All the coverage right here on WBAY TV. We'll have that all day and night. Stick with us. Make it a great Monday.